So I don't know if I messed it up by trying to twist it or what. Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I think we'll be working on the inner rocker on Bronco. We see it back there. Need to address the waviness in it. I think I need to maybe recut it, kind of bend the metal back a little bit, and kind of make it more straight, and then we'll probably fill in that gap instead of trying to stitch it up. I think that's kind of where we went wrong is put too much heat in it, and just didn't like it. A couple things though. I did find a outer door skin for the driver's side door, which I think that's how we're gonna fix that, is just get a new skin for it. Only thing is about 3 weeks ago, somebody got the number to my bank card and ordered, I think, $147 worth of Cane's chicken in some city somewhere else. And of course I had to do the whole fraud thing, and they didn't cancel my card, but they inactivated it, and I'm waiting on my new one, and it still hadn't come. It was supposed to be here, I thought it was supposed to be here last week, but they said either end of this week or next week. So as soon as we get that, I'll get the door skin ordered, and I think that's all the parts we need right now. Other thing is I ordered 2 of the front plates for the A-pillars, and ordered that back July, I want to say like 22nd. It was July 24th, and I still hadn't received them, so I called the company and told them, I haven't received them yet, and they said, well, we shipped them out the next day, so they should have been here. And I don't know what happened there, but I didn't get any kind of confirmation of shipping or anything like that. Usually you get that kind of stuff, but guy's real nice. He said, do you want me to resend them? And initially I said yeah, but then I changed my mind since we got this one, I think, to work. So I need to check to see if they refunded my money or not. But all that aside, hopefully by next week we can order the skin for that and anything else we need to get the Bronco going. But I think we got plenty to do until we actually need to do that. And I've never reskinned a door before, so be a learning experience, to say the least. What else? Didn't get out here this week throughout the week like I originally do. Usually, try once a day for 30 minutes. Man, it's hot out here already. 30 minutes or so. So this whole video will be shot Sunday. I'm probably gonna have to cut out every now and then to let my camera cool down and to charge the battery. So maybe kind of chopped up a little bit, but I think the main thing I want to do today is get the inner rocker kind of welded up best we can, and then I thought I heard a cat in here. Then we'll probably flip the Bronco. I want to do that today, get it turned around, and start on the passenger side, getting the A-pillar where it needs to go. We have to cut the piece that we put in out again and do the same thing we did with the driver's side, and kind of get the outer rocker fit. Still hadn't looked for that piece for the door. I'm gonna do that on my own time. We may just get A-pillar set, the inner rocker set, kind of get it all kind of in there before we get the door on it. And other than that, probably before we turn the Bronco, inner rocker welded up. I'm just thinking on the fly here. Inner rocker welded up, put the A-pillar together, turn it a little bit how we need it. We may go ahead and put the outer rocker back on it, the door back on it, just see how the gaps look. And if they're better, then we could probably kind of tack the A-pillar together and in place. But I do know there's some welding needs to be done on the inside of the tub and the engine compartment and the fender on the inside of it, and the top of the kick panel needs to be welded in. So we might do that too. Anyways, probably today would be a bunch of welding and grinding and maybe a little bit of cutting. But we're probably going to concentrate on the driver's side instead of flipping the Bronco. If we get that far, then we will flip the Bronco and switch to the passenger side. Let me turn around and I'll kind of tell you my thoughts on everything right quick. Alright, so we got a mess here. Probably gonna pick that up, but we had to patch some holes in the house this weekend too, so that took a little bit of my time. But anyways, might end up recutting this right through here. This needs to be folded back a little bit. Hear that pop? So we're gonna try to address that. Probably cut these welds back here loose and try to flex that a little bit and maybe try to get that bow out of it. That's what I'm thinking. Might need to put another couple welds through here. Kind of tie this in better because it's doing that. But main thing is to get this welded up. Then we can prep this side of the A-pillar, get it painted with that weld through primer, at least on these parts here, these plates here. We need to figure out where those are in relation to that front plate. Now we got a couple screw holes here, so we need to probably drill some holes for those. Then we got plenty of holes here to weld up, and like I said, once we get this in here, we'll come back behind here and start plugging all these unnecessary holes from the inside. But need to get that in there. We need to twist it a little bit and fit everything back up before we weld it in. We also need to get this welded down. We might do that today. Let's put a couple screws in it, get it down. Have to weld this seam up, put a screw in that to get it down, and then come back in and drill out this hole here for the bolt. I think it's in the wrong spot. I think it's supposed to be right here, but we'll fix that. And I'm gonna try to get in there, kind of sand that down a little bit in there, best I can. But we'll get it, I think, hopefully. I do need this to go up so I can put a screw in there. So we may try to put that wooden block underneath that brace there for just temporary. But anyways, it's my main goal is to get this side kind of where it needs to be. Then we'll flip the Bronco, start passenger side. Once we get that, how this one is, then we go ahead and start maneuvering the hood, getting it how it needs to be, left and right, forward and back, which I think will be good. I hear the youngest one hollering for mama. So anyways, get you set up and we'll get to work. Well, I did it again. I forgot to hit record. Don't know how long I was out here for, but we got a little piece of metal welded in here, and we got the bow out. You can see there's no, it's not as bad, but I think I can work with that. Came over here and reattached this lower part. I think I got it pretty good. Try to hit that brace back there, but ooh, it's hot. Don't know if I did or not. And I put a little weld here, kind of get that seam together. Really wish I hit record, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go now is I'm gonna try to sand a little bit in here. Then we'll put some screws in it and start welding this up. Don't know how well that's gonna go, but we'll give it our best shot. Try to do that right quick. It may go in for a minute because I can't believe I didn't hit record. Oh well. We got, I think I can probably stitch weld most of this up through here. Especially probably right through here. It's kind of big right there, so I'm not sure about that, but we'll kind of go over it when we get there. Let's do a little more welding. I think I may weld down here, then maybe get this in a minute. But I'm gonna leave it recording this time. So let's do a little bit more welding, and I might go in for a break for a second. Alrighty, we got this almost done. The bow is out for the most part. See, there's a little bit of one, but not much like before. Yeah, I'll say that. We'll look at that more later, but you can hear my kids outside playing. But it's a lot better than it was. And we got this kind of tacked down a little bit better. Need to come on the back side and tack this inner rocker to the actual brace, because you can see it's not attached right now. And that's not hot. Okay, we got this in pretty good, I think. Nothing's moving. The kick panel is finally all the way in, I do believe. So hopefully it don't have to come out, but it's taking longer than I thought it would. We just like this little bit here, here, and here, and then back there, which you have to push this out a little bit. Kind of try to bend it back in if I can. Maybe. We'll see. Well, I think I'm going to go in and get about to eat and cool down for a little bit. Wish I had camera on the beginning part. What you missed was we made a little patch piece for that bigger gap towards the end of the inner rocker. And it took a while to do that, but that's all that I didn't get to record, was doing that and kind of tacking it in. But so next time we'll try to finish up the inner rocker, and then we'll put everything back. We'll tweak the A-pillar a little bit, see if we can get rid of some of them shims, and put the door back on, refit everything. And if we can tweak it just right, hopefully everything will line up better, and we'll have gaps won't be as big, and won't use as many shims. But I'm gonna try to come back out this evening once it cools off a little bit, and probably what we'll do is try to finish up the inner rocker and put the A-pillar, tweak it, and kind of refit everything, fender, outer rocker, A-pillar, and door, get all that back on there and see where we're at. I think if we get that far, we'll be doing pretty good. And if we do get that far, then we'll leave everything this side alone, flip the Bronco next week, and start on the passenger side getting it all together. But you know, they're out there playing in the water. But hopefully I'll see y'all here in a little bit. So I get, like I said, about to eat and a little bit of rest. I need to charge the camera up and let it cool down. So I'll see you here in a little bit. All right. We made it back out here today. Gotta be honest with you, it's hot, and wife wants to go to Home Depot to get some things to help her finish out painting the house, and I need to get stuff to weed eat, so may not be too long out here later part of the day, but I think my main goal is to get the A-pillar together, put it in the vise, kind of take the top part back, kind of push the bottom part forward, or got that backwards. Take the top part of the A-pillar and twist it to the front, and try to also twist the bottom to the rear. I'm guessing. That way we can get rid of some of the shims, hopefully. That's the main thing I want to do today. I know I still got the inner rocker to weld, and we did get some of the bow out, but some of it's still there. But kind of want to get the A-pillar set, get the door back on it, and A-pillar on here, fit up, put the door on, outer rocker on, fender, so everything lines up, and then we'll kind of go from there. That's what I'm thinking. So let's get the A-pillar together. I'm gonna kind of show you. I got some clamps. I don't know if they're gonna clamp secure enough to kind of manually twist it, but we're gonna try. So I'll kind of show you my idea for that and see if we can even do it. I don't know if we can, being that much metal, but we'll give it a shot, see what happens. So let's I'm gonna set you up over here, and we're gonna put it together and try to twist it a bit. Hopefully I just put enough of a tweak in it, and I did it the right way, that we won't have to use as many shims. We'll get up there and we'll see what happens. Well, somehow I made it worse. Take that big old gap. This is better than it was, but the whole thing needs to move over, and I'm dragging on that outer rocker. The door just kind of falls. You gotta push it up, really slam it to get it shut. I'm really not sure where it's sticking. It's almost like the whole rocker needs to move down some. But I put it back in the same exact spot I had it. I may need to get my cherry picker, loop it around the door, and lift up on it to move these hinges as high as they can go. That way, right there. Right in here is where it's hitting. So right in here. Was there a high spot in that or not? Thinking didn't really do nothing. I hate to lower it anymore because it looks okay there when you pull it back. So I don't know if I messed it up by trying to twist it or what. Yeah, shut, it just shuts hard. One or two thick shims on these hinges here. Push it far enough back that way to get my gaps. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Also, my camera turned off. I don't know why, so I don't know how much it got. But I'm exhausted. This may be a short week, or short video this week. But my gap's pretty uniform. It matches up really nice. Just need to figure out that outer rocker. I think there's something with it. But I don't know, when you open the door kind of just drops. So I don't know what that could be. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Body line looks pretty good. Don't want to mess that up. And we got an even gap, so I wouldn't mind putting two thick shims on these two hinges and kind of pushing the whole door back. Maybe split the difference with the front fender there. But now I just don't like how it's hard to open and hard to close. I gotta really push on it. It's just that the door's hanging low. I think next time I'm gonna strap it up, use my cherry picker. That way I can get enough tension on it going up to move these hinges up and out. Maybe that will relieve the issue we're having right there. I thought we'd be on the pasture side next week, but it looks like we'll be figuring this out again. We're putting the fender on. We did get the kick panel done. That's welded in completely. Inner rocker's almost there. Just want to see how this lines up now with stuff being welded in, and it doesn't seem to be doing really well. I just want to slam it every time I get into it. And also, what do you do about that? There's a gap here and doesn't fit flush. Kind of doesn't fit as good as it did before, which is a real disappointment. Anyways, it's hot out here and I still got to weed eat everything and go to Home Depot, so I'm gonna cut the video here. Just a bunch of welding and trying to refit the door again, and I got new problems. So next week we'll continue on the door, try to get it. Of course, it's not sagging so much when you open it. I don't know what caused that. The A-pillar's in there pretty good, I think. Just maybe those hinges are just sitting a little bit too low. So we get the, like I said, cherry picker out, strap it up, crank it up, and see if we can't pull that door up in the back. Then maybe that will straighten out stuff. But if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Like, I like my gap right now. It's a little bit too wide, but I think I put 2 of those thick shims on these hinges and push it that way. When it shuts, my door lines up perfect with the body line, so kind of confused. But anyways, thank you for watching. Next week's video may be a little on the short side because it's Labor Day weekend and we're actually leaving Friday and going to the lake. Be there through Monday, so probably got a few days out here to shoot, and we'll, like I said, try to get this squared away again. But anyways, thank you for the support, and I'll see you next week.